Hey everyone, Jeff here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a really fun build going. I'm going to show the talent tree first. So we're not using War Chief. We are going to be playing Kront. War Chief kind of breaks the game. It's fun, like it's good if you want to farm, but outside of that, it's kind of repetitive, not really good for videos. We're going to use Ancestral Knowledge, which is significantly worse, but also a good time. So all of our powers are going to have a 77% chance to trigger twice when they trigger. I don't know if that affects every single power, but stuff like Lightning Bolt, which I really want to get, we're gonna take. We got some extra power slots, which we may need, and I'll show you why in a second. And then of course we're taking the passive HP regen, extra HP, and then we get attack and power damage for our max life. It's pretty easy, and then some extra recklessness because, you know, why not? The real thing that's about to happen, right before I step into the water here, is that we have 100% legend offers and 31 masters. I could go slightly higher on masters, but I'd be giving up this demon soul necklace, which one is a WoW reference, so that's cool, but also, well, also says picked by Destiny, stored within forever. I don't know if that's like a pick of Destiny reference, but that'd be cool too. Anyways, the joke is we're using possibility. So we're gonna be able to see all gods. Now you could do a trick here where you actually unequip this during the run so you don't have all the gods till you get your whole build set together, but I'm putting the difficulty at 50 so we can just rock it regularly and just play what we get. This build does require quite a bit of master and legend gear, like waist and lamp are semi-required basically, but the rest of our gear is like the normal heavy armor Kront stuff. You're gonna see pretty quickly how ridiculous this gets. If I sound a little off, sorry, my allergies bother me today. It is what it is. Been a little under the weather. I think that this is one of the most fun builds to go. See, we rolled Adept first, which isn't great. But I'm not opposed to just go ahead and taking Rampaging Attack because it doesn't really matter, which you'll see shortly. I guess there could be an argument for using the strategically fried rice that gives +8 to each dice. But at the same time, you would think that having significantly more master offers and legend offers would increase the chance of us finding stuff. Let's go ahead and roll here because Gem High is really good. Alteration Ritual also goes crazy. So what's gonna happen? Like, Alteration Ritual Kront is a thing, and I kind of wanted to lean into that anyway if we can. That and Legong. What will happen as we progress this run is we're going to start stacking up legendaries. Obviously, we aren't right now because, you know, sometimes you just run bad, right? Like, we have a 30% chance to see them. And every time we see a master offer, we will see a legendary as long as we can acquire it. Malady is one we want. Not quite as important as Inner Peace, I would say, but good enough for me to reroll. Day of Judgment is fine because it takes it out of the pool. Also, it uses up our cast slot. This is only relevant because that means that we're not gonna be able to get Quake from Earth Mother, which is fine. And again, we're playing on Danger 50 or Darkness 50 or whatever, so you know, you could push this to 100, but you do have to high roll a little better, or you can, you know, do the early game kind of like figuring out your build, take off possibility so that you get only the gods you want and then go into it. But if we're able to, actually get some offers, Pandemonium is not the one we want. Like, it's okay for sure. It doesn't affect, these are all from Alteration Ritual. It's literally Rampaging Attack and Alteration. I'm just gonna take Piety here. So if you get Inner Peace and Gem High really early, you kind of go crazy. Same with Malady, same with Hurricane, same with, you know, a vast majority of God of War from Crom is one of the strongest legendaries in the game. Last time I did this run, I was on like 90, I think, was the difficulty I was playing at, and I got just everything. All right, here we go. I either want Lightning Bolts or double cast. I'll take Expert Lightning Bolts. That's fine because there's a really high likelihood that we're going to get whatchamacallit. Well, it wasn't this one, but Pandemonium again. We're gonna get Pandemonium again. And then what we can also do is take power duration if it shows up, and you know, just kind of extend the duration of alteration ritual, which is kind of hilarious. Now, generally, I would advise against doing this until you have like a full build and like a character to use it on. You have to have a certain amount of master offers for this to even be close to viable, because splitting up your powers like this is not a good idea unless you're getting tons of legendaries. We're level 7, and I think we've low rolled a little bit, because realistically what you want is one of the XP ones early. We're definitely gonna reroll here. I would also take any of these, so I'm fine if they show back up, but there's Inner Peace. So Inner Peace is like absurd, obviously, because it gives us XP and regeneration and everything. It's just perfect. World Freeze is also great, because once we have World Freeze, now if we find Gehenna, we're getting massive amounts of XP from there. So this is a really fun build that gets it gets out of hand as we go. I'm actually going to take Execution or Fear. Nah, I'm going to take Execution. More levels is better here. I think if you found like just the right amount of gear for this build, you could be in a good spot where you have like a bunch of XP gain plus, you know, master and legend offers. Things could go well. I'm curious, what if we just sacrificed a blessing? I have no idea what happened. Whatever. I will take the bonuses. So I did this on Kront because typically speaking, I'm gonna take Hurricane here. Actually, let's take Lightning Bolts. Nah, I'll take Hurricane, it's fine. More Legend is more fun. That's the motto for this run. More Legends, more fun. Typically, I think you're gonna be stronger like focusing on any one type of build. But this is kind of a fun way to play the game. It's just finding the right difficulty for it and also having the appropriate gear. Like, we bump Alteration Ritual here and we don't even think about it, because we do have a chance to double cast it, which is really good with Ancestral Power, Ancestral Technique, Ancestral Knowledge. Okay, I got there on the 3rd try after looking at it. I'm going to take Max Life and Armor, which is pretty good. So yeah, like, it's really dumb. It's really dumb, and it's only gonna get more dumb as we go. Hey, she showed up. And these are not really where I wanted to be, honestly. Rock Shield's fine, though. I'm also running auto attack right now just because I don't feel like aiming. I might switch that up for a boss or two, like might hop on my mouse, but otherwise you can one-hand this build pretty easily. Let me see, it's like not doing a ton of damage, but I do have the boss HP and minion HP turned up to max. So that's pretty good. I guess we could take fleet-footed, but at the same time, 25% life is completely broken on Kront because you end up getting more attack damage and power damage from it. So there's definitely a world where you can hit every legendary in the game if you roll high enough in 20 minutes, I think. I don't think we've been doing that exactly. I'm gonna roll here. There's Pandemonium. I think it's time. It's good enough. It buffed quite a few skills. And like in the meantime, we're doing all of this stuff, like all of this nonsense with Alteration Ritual, which is also now Master, and Rampaging Attack got bumped up to Epic. So like, I don't know, it just kind of does itself. And it's not a build that's focused around dashing, which I didn't want to do again because we've done that 2 days in a row. Even though Krant's War Stomp is like, let's be honest, that's not really a dash build. That's like a, I don't know. I don't know how to describe that one except unfair. Very unfair to the enemies. We'll see what happens when it gets nerfed though. All right, we'll just keep bumping Alteration Ritual. The fact that it can double trigger is just outrageous. And again, that's the reason I'm using Demon Soul over, like, I think I can get 5% more master offers from an Act 1 necklace. All right, we definitely don't want this. I guess we could also like banish stuff we don't want, like Frost Wolves. Shatter's probably fine later on. Deadlock's not even terrible. Neither is Force. Force is actually pretty decent here, although I have a hard time picking it over Alteration Ritual when we're doing what we're doing. This is the everything, everywhere, all at once build, I would say. Which I saw not too long ago, and that movie lived up to the hype. It was really good. Well, yep, how about that? We're gonna get ourselves to about a 3-minute timer on it before we get any, like, potential duration buffs. Because power duration buffs do exist. You could definitely, and one thing I might do next week or something is try for a non-possibility nonsense build like this, but a full ancestral power alteration ritual build that just focuses on duration, and see if we can get the actual duration of alteration ritual to be, you know, something good. Trail of Fire's unironically might be the best dash right now, which is crazy talk, but it does a lot of damage. Not at level 1 common, but if you like master it and then put a bunch of points into it, it could end up doing a lot, especially the way damage scales and whatnot. I mean, at that point you're just kind of running around, but it's still pretty good. I think that's the best Nixie dash build, uses Trail of Fire. But yeah, this is one of the more outrageous ones. We could take Flare, but like Adept Flare is kind of whack. Intensity seems good though. Now sadly we are out of rerolls and dice, so I'll banish what seems worth banishing, but outside of that, we are at the mercy of the game until we get a curiosity roll from Fates, which can happen, and it would be decent. Now, again, we're not killing him that fast. Oh, there's Hoarfrost. Never mind. Never mind. Hoarfrost is huge. Hoarfrost makes us do 66% more damage for each debuff on an enemy. It looks like we're applying all the debuffs right now. We have curse applications going on. We have frost. We're naturally chilling because of because of world chill. And our powers also have a chance to stun because I took that talent, so there's that also going on. There's just a lot of factors here. We could also take reprisal, but I think retribution is more fun. It lets you stand in lasers, and I don't know why, but that's like really satisfying. I will say, as a cat lover though, I kind of wish the cats with lasers were like not cats with lasers and some type of other animal, because the sound they make when they're dying is a little disturbing, to be honest. I would rather it have been, I don't know, not a household pet. Oh, look at that. I will take Poison Nova. Let's upgrade retribution here. And then we could take strike damage, which is almost pointless. I'm not even sure why I took it, to be honest. Honestly, all of those weren't going to do anything, though. Just take max life. You always take max life with Krant because his attack and power scaling off of it. It's ridiculous. There's a hurricane. I'm looking for like some rare shrines. There's some crazy ones that I've only seen once out of like 40 hours of playtime now in this patch. I don't know that I want blood swords, but taking blood swords, right, removes summons from the pool. It's an essential banish because we only have one summon slot, which is a way you can actually kind of manipulate what you get on certain characters. Maybe XP gain. We just want to get master offers, honestly. Like, I mean, more expert is definitely good, for sure. But we're trying to high roll. We're trying to high roll legendaries here, not just get a bunch of expert offers. I will banish this and banish this. I'm going to take fear though. Just have another power. It's also wildly appropriate. Oh, we got JoJo's hands. Let's go. Oh, it's gone. I apparently had missed it. Or maybe it's gonna pop up again here in a second. We'll see. My power should last. There they are. Yeah. Yeah. Insert JoJo's music here. JoJo's theme. These suck. I guess we could see how big an area we can make. We can make Trail of Fire. Those actually don't suck if you were leaning into Trail of Fire, but I'm not, so it's not great. And this is generally the problem with this item and why you don't normally want to use it. Because when you're offered all gods, you're not leveling up your like focus, which is very important if you want to actually become strong, like really strong. We just kind of get to cheat around it by having so many of the ridiculous legendary powers. We don't want influence. Let's take fear. If a god has nothing to offer us, they won't show up. So if we were to max out fear, let's say, I don't know that we're gonna get that much XP, because if I'm correct, I don't believe we've gotten Gehenna yet. No. And I don't think I have enough XP on gear to justify like getting that high. On the other hand, persistence. Persistence not bad here. Bigger area on our powers. It's pretty good. I mean, this is just rolling through Darkness 50 right now. Like, absolutely rolling. We're not even close to in danger. We can outreach. See, this is, we can't get Quake because we already filled up our Quake slot. I mean, outreach isn't bad because it makes Hurricane much bigger, and Hurricane's like one of the best CC spells in the game. Especially good for melee. It doesn't matter. I don't think it's gonna matter. All we really want to do is keep leveling up. This is a rough offer though, is what I'll say. Strike effects last longer. Okay, I mean it's quite literally another hurricane buff, but whatever. So I would have done this run with Lorien, but I don't actually have the appropriate unique for it. He has a plus 20 Master Offers bow, which can make this go a little bit harder. I do not have it, so Kront was the next best thing. I do not know what tomes are. This is Holy Bible, isn't it? I'm gonna put it on for just a second. It's literally Holy Bible. That's incredible. I wonder if that counts as a power. Huh. Also got 5 rerolls and 5 alterations, so it's not useless. We'll have to do a tomes build at some point. With, oh, tomes with extra projectiles with rock shield is a thing. Maybe. Maybe. Honestly, a lot of things are perfectly viable. It's just a matter of how high do you want to crank up the difficulty? This one, again, I say this one functions on 100, but you have to... What was I playing? I was playing 90, so I haven't tested on 100, but I know it works on 100. Fluffy has proven that. One of the people on our Discord, one of the main contributors to the, the Death Must Die Discord, and doing some work on the wiki, so shout out to him. But, like, oh, hey, there it is. But generally, once you have a build like this, where you have so much HP and sources of regen, plus crowd control and damage, a mysterious relic. Well, it dropped an amulet. That's cool. You notice those hands that drop mythic items, a lot of the times they're just dropping the wrong item. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's intended, but there was one the other day that dropped, like, it was supposed to be a ring, but it just straight up dropped boots. I was very confused. Attack area? I guess? I don't know. It's one of those picks that doesn't really matter. Well, the Hurricane's getting pretty big. I mean, honestly, I'll just sacrifice another random blessing. Can we tell what the blessing was? Oh, it was a strike, wasn't it? I had another strike. I'm fairly certain I had another strike. I don't know. It's hard to tell. We've got so many abilities right now. I do think there is room for a... Oh, we didn't have gym high. That's crazy. I do think there's room for, like, a big alteration ritual plus... Make him feel that lightning bolts build. Plus maybe flare. For powers to double cast. I think part of the trick of this game right now is figuring out what things actually functionally they're supposed to. I'm gonna take Frozen Treasure for the purposes of trying to find... Oh, just give me 3% more master offers. That's fine. For the purposes of trying to find more uniques that I am missing, like the bow from Lorien that I was talking about previously. More level up offers. I mean, that's pretty good, but we're like not doing that right now. We're on the hunt for everything. We did also cut ourselves off from getting a fire or ice dragon, unfortunately. So we can't actually get every legendary at one time with Kront. You might be able to with one of the other, maybe Averon can. We got the belt. Also, did that say something about the Dragon Queen? Am I delusional? I mean, I'm clearly delusional, but like, what was that item about? I gotta clear this to say, okay. Hold up. The Onyx Dragon. I guess the Insect Queen thing was next to it. I don't know. Well, that's a pretty good amulet, and it has a dragon with it. All the dragons are nerfed from before, and the belt is definitely just an ordinary belt. Not sure what that does yet. With these developers, it could literally be a 1 armor belt, or it could be the strongest thing in the game. It's really up in the air. They like sprinkling some secrets around. For example, the code belt. Spoilers if you don't want to hear it, skip ahead like 20 seconds. It reduces enemies' HP by about 33%. Which is nothing. Problem is it takes up a pretty good slot. You can do a lot. I mean, this belt existing is kind of brutal to it. 120 life and 5% master offers is crazy. I don't know how it's a epic. Not even counting the legend part. Oh, hey, we got landslide. I would like more life regeneration. We're also level 40 now, which is pretty good. Just trying to pick up shrines. Shrines are fun. 10% cooldown reduction is pretty great. I'm gonna take the XP though. See what level we get to. There's also a trick with Aberon to getting to level 200 basically instantly, which I'll probably show off here in a few days before it gets fixed. It definitely feels not intended. Ooh, this is max life. It has to be. We get to 989. That's so good. Give me retribution. Up. I don't know. Man, we're so overpowered right now. I think this one would have cleared like 80. It really depends on how the early game would have gone. I'm gonna roll and see. Okay, sure. Because I found that bosses aren't really a problem once this gets going. I mean, you get Hoarfrost and then immediately bosses are taking so much damage, and we haven't even picked up God of War yet. We may never. It's very possible. Statuses deal more damage. Our statuses last longer. I think we want statuses last longer, actually. I think that's slightly better. Stupid guys. Oh, there's hemorrhage. Okay, that's unfortunately not the one we wanted. We definitely want a God of War. But here we are. You know, hemorrhage isn't so bad. We got... Well, we don't actually have blades. We just keep rolling into it with Alteration Ritual. And it lasts long enough that it works. Okay, Chill to the Bone is also very, very strong. Very strong. And when we look at the end screen, you'll see that, like, our whole thing is just... it's just going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess of legendaries and sources of damage. And it's wonderful. We could take cast damage. We don't have any cast except for the ones that are constantly going off. We'll take extra damage here. I think we have enough regen at this point. A second dash chance. That puts us up to a 30% chance to Nova on dash. I did find some pretty cool tech. If you have Nova, or if you have Poison Nova on your dash or any sources of like equipment or from that shrine, it applies the same dash that Nixie has, which does damage based on her attack. So if you can get everything cooking the correct way, you can really pump out some poison damage. Thaw versus Icebound versus statuses last longer. I'm just take Thaw. It's a 1-point wonder sort of deal. Probably move the mouse off the screen too. Don't really need it. The real question is going to be what's done the most damage. My instinct is that Lightning Bolt is going to have done the most by a fairly wide margin here. But there's going to be a lot of other sources.
In ancient times, you worshipped the strength within.
Real talk, we've never gone soft with her in our presence. I'm just saying, I'm just saying. The devs knew what they were doing when they wrote the voice lines for her. It's crazy. Kind of the same thing with Summer, too. They're both very much on that sort of
I don't really
tease.
care for what's going on here. I'm just invested in your story, you know?
She's just happy to see us. You love it. You love to see it. Power damage up. I love it. Love it. There's an empty bookshelf. And a item that we're full. Unfortunately, time to discard some stuff. Definitely not discarding the belt. Summon count is currently broken. Public service announcement. It doesn't do anything. You may have tried it yourself and been like, hey, why isn't this working? Well, it's because it doesn't actually work. Doesn't seem to affect anything. Shatter's pretty good here. Like, I was reading on the Discord, and some people said that they've tested it with literally every I didn't mean to pick up that item. Literally every summon, and that it has affected none of them. So,
Tire easily.
plus summons could end up being very strong once we get to them. Especially if they affect items or legends. Like 2 dragons off of, you know, fire dragon or ice dragon or whatever. Extra swords, extra wolves isn't that great because there's already a bunch of them, but fire elementals are pretty strong. Summons in general are just kind of wonky right now. Summon attack speed also doesn't work, so it's like, it's kind of awkward. But these things will all be fixed. It's okay. I will say though, I hope the next area is not anything close to desert related. I want colors that I can see, like not red on sand. Big blood swords here. It's fine. Oh, look at the hurricane. Hurricane's so good. All right, we'll take deadlock again. And warp pact, I guess. Imagine running this whole time and we roll so low that we don't actually get God of War. Even though we've hit Braum multiple times now. Big movement speed. It's fine. We also have meteors happening right now. It's funny. I'm going to take vehemence, because why not? We're really allowed to just do whatever we want. This is a fun time sort of build. It's a happy days sort of build. Oh, he's taking some damage. We have skeletons going too. Oh, I'm just gonna, oh, he did that to himself, let's be honest. He did. All right, that girdle sucks. The belt's obviously something we're keeping. I do not want those boots, and I will get rid of this amulet for now because I have a replacement. We don't even need money, so whatever. Well, level 56, not so bad. Let's see this end screen. Oh, okay, now you're here, sure. Okay, just adds a legendary end screen, that's fine. What do we got? What do we got? We've got this, which is funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We only have 10 legendary, 11. I think we only got 11 legendaries that time. We missed out on some. Not an optimal run, but if we look at our damage over here, we've got lightning bolts on top at level 3, doing 8.6k. It's pretty good. A landslide, hurricane, rampaging attack, retribution, necromancy up here. I never had that. Never even had that. Retribution ended up doing a fair bit of damage. It could have done more, but yeah, that's the build, and it is. It's fun. Once you get the gear, like once you get the whole set of stuff to acquire it, like this nonsense, really, these 3 things, and preferably the bow, the mythic bow from Glorian that gives 20 master offers, you can really like go crazy with it. But you know, if you have the master offers gloves, you're getting a little bit different. Anyways, I think this one's just a ton of fun. It's one of my more enjoyable nonsense builds that I've seen so far. Anyways, that's it for today. I will be back tomorrow with something. I haven't sure what I've cooked up yet. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see, and I will consider it. No promises. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, all that YouTube jazz. It does help out the channel. I appreciate you all, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.